Hello, official pal. Merry Christmas to you all. This year, Brunya, the brutal. What am I talking about? This is the Tap Send Brunya Achedia from Tap Send to you. All you have to do is to send $200 or 200 euros or 200 pounds, and you stand an instant chance to win exciting prizes every Thursday to the end of the year. So what are you waiting for? Send the family members the money. Let them also celebrate Christmas. And by doing that, you also stand a chance of winning exciting prizes from Tap Send. And the grand draw is on the 29th of December, where you stand a chance of winning air fryers, blenders, televisions, a lot of prizes, and free air tickets, 5 of them. Tap Send. Send the people the money. It's easy, it's convenient, and it's reliable.
Everybody check now. Gyakie, Gyakie, Gyakie. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. For check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. For check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudu nani etena ka mu kwantin akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo o so to mfa sika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota lapa se kosi nsawam. Jumidale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anasa ade bia wo pe bia. So ukoton kwa dia enye bebia wo se utumwa eye Jumidale. You can locate Jumidale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto, or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jumidale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Jumidale Ventures.
Again, I young T. I make them know say this a new year day.
YTM on the beat.
The one kill again. Tell them, make them watch this new year. Another new year, no work boko. Hey Gyakie, you go back belly, get conclude. No go back on okay a paradise. Nobody knows tomorrow. Another new year, no work boko. Hey Gyakie, you go back belly, get conclude. No go back on okay a paradise. Nobody knows tomorrow. Another brand new year. When you dream, got to believe, because this dream I feel achieve. Try it on, tell them again, me want say that was from the hill. And you say we not go make it, tell them we are go make it. Another brand new year. When you dream, got to believe, because this dream I feel achieve. Try it on, tell them again, me want say that was from the hill. And you say we not go make it, tell them we are go make it. Another new year this, last year is gone, so let bygone be bygone. Get a whole set of goals, have ambition, get a subject with a vision. We say we not go make it. Fire burn the obia man, we no one see the you them drive on the asphalt, so we tell them this. This year we go all out, we never watch back. All of the mistakes we do last year, we correct them so we not go repeat it again. This year, we moving to win, and thank God for the life that He give we. Another brand new year. When you dream, got to believe, because this dream I feel achieve. Try it on, tell them again, me want say that was from the hill. And you say we not go make it, tell them we are go make it. Another brand new year. When you dream, got to believe. Another new yeah, no work boko. Hey, Gyakie, you mo bag belly, get conclu. No about you no care paradise. Nobody knows tomorrow. Another new year, no work boko. Hey, Gyakie, you mo bag belly, get conclu. No about you no care paradise. Nobody knows tomorrow. Another brand new year. When you dream, got to believe because this dream I feel achieve. Try it on, tell them again. Me won't say that toast from the hill. I know say we not go make it, tell them we are go make it. Another brand new year. When you dream, got to believe.
It is always beautiful and interesting. Why? Because Sammy Flex TV, we are here to serve you right with quality, good, authentic entertainment. Showbiz Daily it is. My name MC Berima, your favorite MC's MC. And then you call live. So what you need to do is to tell a friend, tell a brother, tell a mother, a sister, and a father that we are seated, ready to rock and then roll. My charges are already seated. They are here to do it. Now, Brenda, you did the same. That is the question now. Maybe I tomorrow, but before I introduce them, let's officially welcome you and thank you very much for always doing this thing with us. Nyankopon Shiramo, Asadaka see and currency that the guitar rasta, Richie Flex, and of course, Lapi G, Obana ye Ekukudam, and I'm Brantia, Omotaichia, Edij Medie, Ebremo, Tembiano, Abribiano, and Roland. is seated. Same way the man behind the king Chemo in Team Solomon Dodu. Brother, be able to now, Bronya, you didn't say. Why am I?
Policy makers and almost currency. Dollar city fighting.
As I say, inflating, deflating.
Yeah, deflating. Artificial engine is not reflecting in our lives.
Oh.
Say, dollar, you say, cost run and my boy. By air form, and my boss and the money artificial engine. Air from no more dollar nipping the sofa, and yet or more the cotard there. You go more the cotard or cotton idea about our tongue. Oh, into no $5 who be. Why would you now one come home? One our best sofa. You don't like the normal thing that is supposed to reflect in our lives, and then my over Tony BBR, and it takes time for you to do that. So within 1 week, say 2 weeks, $1 so I tell my as I am financially. Into what will be now, that's your main source of income. Maybe at the end,
as in a call from
yes, a call from because maybe a call from now $1,000 and our cost society any amount 700 cedis. See, I was on
7,000.
Your amount 7,000. See, I was on I've been 9,000. Some 2,000. 2,000 different. Huge money. A huge money I will lose. And the time they call from this once the son who will be BDD fine. Only BDD I come the bed. The way I have more calculations here. What you say affect 2 years. Oh, me, so but they say same cost. I don't know. But kakra. Oh, and they kakra and just I rank intimate now.
And the sister Labronia ye gusudi.
And into now my you mood into no. Yeah,
all right, so you move on to Roland. And Roland, the more of the shows now, because a tree echo blow Ninano, Udimu Akotanipa or Honamenda. Yemshe, and then Promised Land, same way, Stonebwoy and Beam Concert, Ecoso.
Yeah, in fact, there are so many events. First of all, let me say happy holidays to our viewers.
Yeah.
Mundi Christmas and a happy holidays. Mundi Christmas and a Merry Christmas to you the same way. There are so many events going on today. In fact, from corporate gigs to most of even the corporate institutions they can break and as it is because weekend you call into Christmas and Mondays there's a Boxing Day, so holidays in the so most of them are going as a year retreat. The Grand Arena saw some few people, some few companies doing it. National Theatre yesterday was filled up, and today it continues into the weekend. King Promise is having his Promised Land at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel right after Black Sheriff right after Black Sheriff here in India. And after that, I think Stonebwoy is also doing his today. That is the Beam concert at the Grand Arena. Foster Romanus is also doing Romanus Incomplete at the National Theatre.
Okay.
There are a couple of so many events happening, including other artists. Kwame 9 p.m. in the Enra. Yes, that is the Bongo Fest. And
the Bongo Fest.
Yes, all the same. He did it in honor of his late dad. Bongo. So that's the concert. And so far so good. It's been wonderful. I miss in Rebranding some cancel and all that. Even Stonebwoy had to call off one event like that. He was supposed to perform yesterday at is it Tribe Fest. An event called Tribe Fest. He was billed to perform on one but prior to Edna time there was so corner and they released a statement in the afternoon saying that he won't be performing as publicized by the organizers and all that. So that is how it has been. So far so good.
Not withstanding Yanshe and Nenumri, Promised Land, Ecoso. Never Beam concert and so on. I know so definitely Beam concert. These two brands, Beam definitely has the upper hand on it. Do you find or do you see in a way a bit more affected the Promised Land can promise the show?
Oh yes, we can say the Beam concert has weight, looking at how far it has gone to. But the truth of the matter is that Beam concert is the 6th edition. Was Promised Land, so this is the 5th edition.
Yeah.
Until check a crowd park, gap and then share that get so huge. Just that Baku started Baku. That is what it is. And so far, Ocheke can promise line up now. The likes of Omale, Kamido, let me get it. And Stonebwoy also equally has some very good lineup over there. Into Ocheke, it is just our people prioritizing which one they would want to do. Yes. So Kim Promise has Sarkodie, Omale, Joe Boy, Gyakie, Joey B, as well as Kamido, all supporting him on the night. And you know, now it has to do with what you are going to prioritize over the other. Yes, definitely it is going to affect like any of the shows. But then Ocheke, I am predicting say a affected Kim Promise show no more. Not because Stonebwoy events near KCSN, but also because of other factors. Even in the recent interaction, even with patrons and one, the other one has to do with environmental, even event organizers, air shoes here. As a on their issues, and Nina a contributing factor. So on a night, I can normally go kakra and patrons with me so, and I'm go 2 hours, so I'm go 2 hours.
Yeah.
Now, because of even the ticket price and the crowd, everybody would want to be very calculative to say okay, I did have a ticket 400 or I got 400 and 500 why don't I just spend it at one place? Besides, artists no more bill. It is just 1 or 2 people and make a comment say. Other than that, all of them will just be running around, passing through, and I will still enjoy them.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for the quick update on Kim Promise same way Beam concert. We will enter into it proper because it's one of our discussions that we want to make. Treat today. Kim Promise now same way Gyakie, the beautiful Gyakie, the daughter of Nana Champon, right? If I'm right. Yes. Sisi Anedie. As to ready to date Nedie, Wakam Wasem as in a relationship status no. Wakam Wasem Kaka in an interview with KSM Yankasa ye papa, your godfather in the industry anymore. Now your video be on you be play, na ye tie son kana no ye wia, na be bisa. Few questions on that note. Ye share the legend, the living legend, Kojo Enchi. Coming 2023, he's thinking of rebranding. Afi so no ni dino. Drew baby I'm sure ya obese son. Why? Kojo baby would drew baby wa bonyu we drew na dino etimi stay that area another peak na afi no person was son. The reason no say you good say you bad ni nyina ya be discuss what say and afi so no coming Sunday 25th of December Freedom Wave concert. Yes, Shatta Wale and AMG Medical. Omushoni. You better update on it. So stick and stay. And then very, very interesting. Young KSM show. On net Gyakie. Omunya interview. Na the Gyakie kind. Yenti yeba yebe trim. Wasi ama minu na yati yamwasi. Yeba.
Do you have time to fall in love?
So I haven't fallen in love.
Do you have to fall in love?
So I haven't fallen in love.
But would you have time to fall in love?
It's difficult to differentiate between who actually loves you for you or who loves you because you are Gyakie and I want to brag about it and all of that. So I think that's another hazard. Right now, it has gone left because there's this fear, there's this trying to make sure it is the best. So maybe it will take some time, but it doesn't mean I'm very ready to mingle. So let it come. I'm very ready to the best, so maybe it will take some time, but it doesn't mean I'm very ready to mingle. So let it come.
Okay, Frederick Appiah, Mr. Frederick Appiah, I see you online. I'll say good evening, everyone, and you are part of the show. And reserve your comments. Comment section. We are going to read them out loud for you. Yes, that's free Roland. So because They be our Gyakie no we fe Gyakie the okay Gyakie
Gyakie is my crush in fact
crush
so when him say all this one I thought say be she's in a relationship but when you can pay I say you better let it yeah that be yes fatty yeah you better let it let any moon and when you cancel
say let any ba one so never could because before we do let Gyakie say
let any be doing it.
Okay, this is what she's saying. What do you have to say about it?
Very and yeah surprising. In fact, when you check our space, this is one of like examples not mine, you know, even very very common in our space, especially if somebody is saying say ultimate find it true love. Even from her side the campo I say and the campo and shall and the crown man surprising because you see even if you ask if Okasi listed a might be break from industry up to now above 35 in we can you bet me out let's be 20 be brave you understand but sometimes it is because of the space we find ourselves in nipa who juma and how people would want to approach you each and every time until the example that she gave us in sometimes somebody come close to you and you don't even know whether the person likes you because or as a human being now as a person I wish you now say the person likes you because you are Gyakie or you are MC Berema or you are Chemu you understand I know very difficult because even at this stage you enjoy certain form of privileges it's even come with praises so many people will be singing your praises and sometimes it will even be difficult for you to differentiate which praise is a hero and which praise is even fans fans na yema fan fooling any the real fans sometimes it is even difficult to even differentiate some of these things much less relationship and as we've seen so many people who have even gone to into relationship even serious marriages crown we break here and you ask yourself say now we still why in the pan crown and I won't yet sure say or no other of nana. You see, that's how the competition is. So, it is one of the reasons why it makes our space a little difficult in terms of relationship. And also, because of some of these things, it also boils down to obia or betting yawo yenas. Sometimes it is not because you don't get people to love you for who you are, but also it is the understanding of what we do. So it is not just about knowing what the person does. It is about understanding. In Tiabia, only obi a relationship. The person knows say, oh, you are a presenter, you are an MC. But does the person understand say whatever the job demands are now? As in say your job is such that because you are a presenter, should anything come up here, being MC, maybe even at what particular time you have to go. And we know when it comes to some of these things, relationship always has to do with attention. You being there for the person. So if as at that time the person doesn't understand what you do and the demands that come with it, to go say a good timer, maybe a juma frewa, you need to turn up. Not acquired to say you are prioritizing with juma over the person. And these are some of the things that lead good relationship in the space. Another one also has to do with I call them occupational hazards. Occupational hazards in the sense that you may be how do we call it? Hazard they work. Oh yeah, carpenter, hammer beti me abo saso. Oh yeah, internet. Oh yeah, painter. Oh was slow to me passion. You to me passion. Paint to me shegu and me ade. But yeah, our hazards has to do with sometimes you getting freebies. Freebies no me patch say ebi one ma you see people from the opposite sex can just throw themselves at you. It is some of the occupational hazards.
What should be that?
Oh, so many times.
We have to see na to what you are now.
Oh, say pair no watch.
And pair no watch.
Let
me be say anya me pay wo.
Let me say pair no watch.
Cause me pair no match.
Pair no watch. Pair now and it all comes down to that thing.
Yeah.
Until ebi wo no ma say if your spouse or your partner doesn't even understand the hazard that sometimes comes with even what you do.
Yeah.
And you know, in our space, some you can just be there. Oh yeah, no be hagel, no be BMC very much fast. Sometimes, if especially your partner is easily jealous, it will definitely break your relationship.
Yeah,
so
that's very true.
And it is true. And even Gyakie, even as a female artist, you know, Emma are very complex. They have their ways and means, more ups and downs. Unlike a merryman cat, he says sometimes you near money a straightforward jacket. Or barbet mean your mood swings is here. Or condiments is small. It comes with its own kind of behavior near the other. And all these things are part of the things that even her as a female artist say or enter into the space now one check it will be very difficult for a guy to your friend saying come close to
approach
her. Now has to do with the social status. Clambia could do baby and not your mobile catcher say o so member asa I just say who baby or from other coin on the floor ujahono now fra
obedi
more I can't down go take Ibrahim Mahama why omunina wasan omunina them finish it's I just say be a wow manufacturer and now say okoye what they call a side chick and now say okoto awareso and so many of these guys wouldn't want to do that. So me, I understand her, but I know say definitely very soon Gyakie would find like a difficult, like she said. But even in the space, always we try as hard as possible to find love one way or the other.
Okay, thank you very much, Roland Amate of Roland's Report. Now for you know, a surprise. Yes, starting to say. What do you say? Yes, starting to say.
They say all love.
All love, they all love.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh big one.
For how many people?
Oh, big one, but
no,
for enough.
For how
for
many
enough.
people?
For one person, if it is a relationship, one person.
If it is a relationship.
Like I mean, say love. My love is big for all of us. But say many or by relationship, so that love is for one person.
Yeah, come on, say. What's that? Don't fornicate. All right, so. Sunday has started beautifully, and you're come a surprise. Why? Because Patron is also joined us, and on also sharing
Gyakie.
Gyakie is right. Gyakie is right.
Yeah.
Your bar now is successful. The probability say Obia per se or attach himself with you, high. It is the same thing with men as well. And Van say, and they na say, ye mubia blow. I want to be who a man be bending. Say, mano, the entire omo behono. It is always not clear. Say a year for real love, say a year for just pleasure, or because they just want to attach. Obi o ha no person no so challenge berry miss meaning berry o a person kase berry so e kan ho do all the name for with me berry my pon me wa ma be family. That is what also pride
yeah.
So what Gyakie is saying, I want to believe enye eneya no why experience bibi.
Okay.
Why experience bibi who say okay at the point in time, your neck guy be a big crazy. Baby, guy no for real, no, they're not social, and you're not who is the attachment, Charlie, Gyakie, my girl, because Charlie, this is Gyakie we are talking about.
Yeah.
You understand? Fresh girl, who never had a bosso.
What was the milk factory? Milk factory near Juma.
Overheard the bossuna with na stage no sign, yeah, number piano, and no, just I do, I don't think that. So, yes, there are some people who just want to come close to her, not because they love her. And you know, sa caution, yeah. But the other side is on my caution, and so tell anymore. One shot, obey. Some will be so you should free. My name is a man can be a man can be a mechanic, but my make me explain here. One, say, see, na or case or no
she doesn't want to love the wrong person. Is Gyakie also telling us that ever since she became Gyakie, she's not had any intimacy with any guy?
It's a big question.
Oh yes,
it's a very big question.
Me actually say okay, because I don't want to fall in love with the wrong guy. Because of that, I have remained chaste. Me fa me home can obey be also fa home can me because I'm still waiting for the right person. Then we can say, oh, then we are all safe. But if in the name of waiting for the right person, if you honestly will be correct, then you know feeling the pakwa, pa, no they attend hot so. Honestly will be correct, then you know feeling the pakwa, pa, no they attend hot so. Then she's also not being careful. It is not some carefulness now also in the name of I don't want to commit to anybody because I'm looking for the right person. When anybody wants to know, now
amount for much you found.
Because Charlie, temptation is high in this game. Temptation is high. She has been traveling. What to kwanya way mu or movie. Oh, and your manager crap say. Some manager didn't put area now what he says okay. I'm going out with my manager. That's fine. We know so many stories like that. Artists be our money on management, which is fine because they have agreed. But in her case, on your who wine on any day, and all year, so just ask yourself, say, it could even be a colleague artist. It could even be a colleague artist. Say, ya call London, na damn funny way, or see you tell me what ho, bra. Time manager and Kobe. Oh, senior artist, this all friend me. My manager respected.
Oh, yes.
Oh, when you cobra. The car be fan. I hold him the kusi. You name the kusi. In the name of oh, yeah, careful, be not senior 1, abo, senior 2, abo, senior 3, abo. Well, about me, abo, you understand? Hey, you can't far back. So, my committee, you see, fact is that in relationships, and you nana a baby the way you want.
You want it, yeah.
And you need the baby. But sometimes I even think that if you're able to commit to just that person, it saves you from so many stress. I mean, that's what I've seen.
Yeah.
Everyone say, Roland, I started as a young guy. Or you were fat girl back home. Or then never. I swear, so much stress will be taken off him.
Yeah.
So girl ne kwa, then there will be the need for him to get another girl.
I get it.
But imagine a nekpa, boss. Enye easy. Oye den, ohun bekom kakra, stress kakra, atete, entini nyina ka ho bi. So if say that is how Gyakie is saying it, say or no there, because she doesn't want to fall for the right person. She's waiting for. Oh, she doesn't want to fall for the wrong person, so she's waiting now. She should really wait and wait right. Wait in a holy mood. But if she's waiting and tasting here and there, and then I can't grab some for wrong person.
So the kind of mama after my dream Roland and won't send me, but only and kind of backstage. But Roland
and waiting if you are waiting and doing these things there, then you better fall in the wrong hands. Because I don't know, baby, you know, never back up. At the end of the day, as a woman, you get to keep your pride a little bit.
Yeah.
Because a woman, or pride is so sad to see your pride. Say you better than when our body count you better back up baby. 2 baby. Okay. I know obedient mean by being casse. And say no be a cover in the girl of the two we say the X. Like imagine. So you understand. So yes, it is a good coach. I still want to believe that she's thinking right.
Okay.
But in thinking right, within time, you know, how is she coping? How is she managing it? A whole naked.
Okay, thank you very much. Sammy Flex or no and Tembiano did you make the I have some switch crazy and because if we want to listen and I know say what say Tembiano be expect to say also be explaining name mu say actually. Yeah, move on to Chabo. Yeah. Relationship and then a Jumay woman. Distraction a woman. Now with what Gyakie is saying, what is your take on it?
We're falling into the old trap, and I know they're lucky for her. I think that we're in terms of what and our can was and by said a point of ever be from the union into and all the females now may active in the game now. None of them is in any serious relationship.
Becca
from Mid-V. Oh, those who are active.
Okay, active. Okay, all right, sure.
From Mid-V, Eno Baron, Wendy Shea, Gyakie, Sister Fia.
Oh, my dad.
The list can go on and on and on. Omo ye active women the same thing. And of course, omo any like serious relationship. And then the the unfortunate side for the ladies. Because so careful, I said Gyakie can and know you one. And the other side is omo ye active no more cause with the name. The kind of prospective husbands, any serious, boyfriend, and so because criteria no, Obusane say, Bema be about, or didn't mean who Bema be answered, there be only man in number. Somewhere, man. Who was as more fitting the criteria now or the number. And the Kotia, and it's not. Most of them, maybe I all encourage you. Say when you see the path like Gyakie, quickly you have to find someone who make me settle. Yeah. Because all channel now who Lucy, one who Lucy will value no, not who say Lucy. But man now may have potential to commit to just you. And one and this are problem known as they say Gyakie. A year Baba can Sandra and Kobia. World population 8.something billion. I say I can't find a man. Any probably remember baby there what Ghana after still I also because on classify must say more qualified the level what she's looking for. Yes. And at the open so omunyina why ma this okotoso. And almost will be a penalty. Why ma like in fact I will try say on one colleague and opa any colleague now not so I successful so or me say be or rebrand that if either so bed drop you na ka nko and now or be attach and I say be who say oh yeah attach here because you think say want to so buy you want to and you know time they will fall into this kind of trap, especially the female artists. It's so unfortunate for them. And you know, it's good for her to think like the way she is doing now, but time is not on her side.
Yeah. Okay.
And enjoy your quick.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. That is a quick one from Chemu. What is your opinion on this very Gyakie-ish story you treat CC and obetimi drop your comment section on. I mean, a few reading kakra or so where Ras Joe or say good evening Team Flex. Same Ras Joe now or say Bosu Bako pe I think said that was when Brasame ebetinemu ewo hase and now Kelly Star or say hey Brasame in the middle center is soon with some laughing emojis. Ras Joe now be must say Sammy Flex. Or say he's into some serious workout. See arms and chest. Hey, oh, you say a crank, or say if you so I attack a crank. Oh, your arms, oh, your chest, now your tummy. All right, so Kelly Star will say maybe now the big man who might be married, they do with Gyakie. She might be separating love from cash. Rasjo again, or say Gyakie, they do. I'll say Gyakie, they do sir, then he chop. I'll say okay, after Matthias. I'll say Gyakie they do sir, then he chop 35 years. She for look sharp. Okay, Freddy Kapia. If I hear from Stonebwoy saying they don't support us again, I will be surprised. What is Gyakie should be.
Gyakie is in the early 20s.
Yes, 22, yes, 23.
Early 20s.
Yeah, 22, 23, 24.
Yeah.
Okay. Freddy Kapia Bioma will say, if I hear Stonebwoy saying that they don't support us again, I will be surprised. Last night, 3 Music played his songs and that of Busy Signal for more than an hour. Benji, please speak English. You are giving me heart attack. At the verse, I beg, make not the verse. Kojo King is on the line. I see you what? Oh, what chest? Kojo King besides a chest bed here can once. All right, so thank you very much for being a part of the show. And what I want you to do is to tell friends, family that we are seated and we are doing Showbiz Daily. And Brasa, I'm a panelist. In why the year. You better move on to your next story. You better move on to your next story, where I see this man. He's a legend, Kojo Entry. In the year 2023, he's thinking of rebranding. na afin so be do baby no crap no ya hwe the din Kojo Antwi no he might end up changing it. What could possibly be the reason or dainty and is it helpful maybe I will drew no even though yes we are still learning in the music and now whatever we are doing just starting freelance so because it's still in the short bra
very yeah veteran Kojo Antwi so besisa nidi no I think say a year 50-50. In fact, in this industry, there's one thing that is very certain.
Yeah.
Has to do with the fact, say, you only get the applause if you win. But as to whether say it be changing, it is the right decision or not. No, it will only boil down to if he wins, in the sense that yes, whatever name that he wants to change to. It all has to do with the kind of work he puts in the name.
Yeah.
So putting Kojo Antwi as an upcoming artist, Urban, I'm sure there would be so many instances people would suggest or there were options of like names and Kobetimi choose, but he chose Kojo Antwi.
Yeah.
We have so many people who have chosen certain names. Ebedru baby no, they almost say no. Even the name will not help them. Even no matter the work, no media shade in a dean is still born. Almost Sammy has changed from Batman to Sammy. Shatta Wale has changed from bandana to Shatta Wale. So it's all, and it wasn't as if the bandana name was not big. It wasn't as if the Batman name wasn't big.
Tick-tack,
yes,
to tick.
We tack it was big, but it all boils down to the kind of effort or work you put in that name that will decide say okay a dinya will change here it was good and I say dinya will change here no and wow you understand I think say now boils down to the work that he put in it but one of the things that I would think say a bit pushy such a legend to even think about doing something like this has to do with maybe he wants to refresh himself in the minds of the people, or probably he wants to change his sound. We've known Kojo Antwi as a typical high life reggae artist. I am saying reggae because yes, we know he's one of our top most high life artists.
Yeah.
But checking the sound in you see that Kojo Antwi does more of reggae sounds. He does more of reggae sounds. That is where I will classify him to be. So probably he would want to change his sound, and in changing that sound or in making that move, maybe he would want to also attach a name to it, because yes, we all know even the kind of perception and now being what we call the millennials or the Gen Zs. Say but I'm actually there. The only thing that comes to mind is old musician.
Yeah.
Kojo Antwi, old musician. That Lumba, old musician. So perhaps he would want to also warm himself into the hearts or the minds of the Gen Zs. That is why probably what was okay. Apart from maybe changing my sound to suit their era or their generation, why don't I also pick a name so that I can also equally build the name also into their heart, even with the sound na medekon. You understand? So these are some of the things that I think say a bit me pushes such a legend to do this. But bottom line is the effort that he puts in the name, and he should also know say the moment he changes the name, unless it is not so far from the Kojo Antwi then we can say it is an add-on. Else, if it is a direct switch, like Batman to Sammy or Bandana to Shatta Wale, these are two different names. And what I say, if it is a direct switch, not effort now, and a Juma it might not work. That is when people can point out and say you made a bad decision. Other than that, it is only time that will tell whether he is going to make a good decision by that or not.
Okay, thank you very much, Roland. You move on to Brasamena on also Enchana. We know this man to be a living legend. Now, what exactly will prompt him to have that kind of perception? Even though he's saying, say, in life, and the day some changes, but Kojo Antwi Upo Dean out and say, yes, you know who we are dealing with. Would want to change, might want to change his name. And then the brand in all.
Mr. Mehu headline, I asked myself same question that why would Kojo Antwi change his name at this stage? Especially at a stage that he's not very active when it comes to releasing of songs. Especially at a time that as much as music or musicians don't retire, you surely know that he is getting closer to his retirement age, in the sense that he's getting weaker by the day. So even active performances, he's not doing it. Even if we look at the year, how many times does Kojo Antwi even perform? You don't hear more. I as much as I followed this year, for instance, I know he played some show in London with my people, and I hear in Ghana he's about to play the Legends. No, he played the Legends Night. And I think on 1st January, 1st January, he's about to do another concert as well. So I was asking myself, so looking at all these things, then you would want to know why he would want to change his name. But Ebia, the motive behind it, he understands it better than we do. It might even be something spiritual, because he's that guy, a very conscious guy. His belief is far away from you and I. Ebia is spiritual, because for he thinks that okay, the name Kojo Antwi might have done some things that for now he thinks at the time he wants to retire or go out of the industry. He would want to go out of the industry with a different brand or a different identity. That's Love Songs Unlimited. First,
no, that is 24th December.
Oh, he played this one already.
No,
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yes, thank you. Tomorrow he's playing the show. So yes, it comes with so many questions. But then, this is what I also want everyone who is thinking with him to know. Name change as an artist comes with so much job. It comes with so much job, so much job. Now, if Kojo Antwi is changing the thing from Kojo Antwi to a different name, and he doesn't release any song, then I'll be here asking myself, so what was it for? Is he now going to take his time to change his names on all the works that he's published? Or he is going to leave them as Kojo Antwi and maybe wait for some new records and use his name? Because when you change your name, you have to be doing releases. Like it has to be constant, back to back, so that people will now be searching the new ones. Then the new one will bring up that name. Like when Samini was changing from Batman to Samini, he actually had to record a song called Samini. You understand? He actually had to record a song called Samini, so that when you are looking for that song, you will type Samini. You not type Batman. You understand? So yes, at this stage, I am also asking so many questions, but like I'm saying, the reasons there, it could be many, many ones that we might not even have thought about it. But if you read the story, he said he might. For him to have mentioned it, then it means it is still in the thinking process for him. Because if it is not something that he's gone forward with, I'm not sure he would even mention it in an interview. But for him to have mentioned it publicly, that he is thinking about changing it, I know Kojo Antwi. Kojo Antwi is that guy who is careful when it comes to public speech. He doesn't just talk. That's why it will be hard for you to hear that he's made a loose talk like Edward Kwesi-Boateng. No. Kojo Antwi will never make any loose talk, because he respects himself so much. He wouldn't want anybody to have it easy to say something about him in the media space. So I want to believe that at this stage that he's come out to say he is going to think about a change of name, it means that process has even started. But I am here asking myself, to what extent? Or is he now coming to tell us that he is about to start some active music business? So maybe he doesn't want people to use or to have that mindset of, oh, Kojo Antwi is an old artist. That mindset. If that is what I think it is, then I even want to agree with him. Because like for the past years, I don't remember the last time Kojo Antwi released a song. Apart from the features he did with King Promise and Stonebwoy and Mr. Drew. He's not something with Mr. Drew. No, it's I know of King Promise and Stonebwoy. I don't know about Mr. Drew though. If there is, then I'm yet to find out. If he is about to release songs back to back, and he wants to clear that notion that Kojo Antwi is an old artist, veteran artist, then he might be right. Because when you hear Kodwenchi, what comes to mind? Oh, like the veteran high life artist, the artist who is about to retire. When you hear the name, that's what comes to mind. So if he intends to do music actively, then this decision works best. Because it is so obvious with those who wanted to change their names. Like TikTok, for instance. I'm sure when he came and King Promise and Stonebwoy, that's what I know. When Tik wanted to come back into the game seriously or actively, that's when the name change came. Though we saw that TikTok also had a clash with some chewing gum like that. But then since 1969. But then you saw that he wants to get active now with music. And after he changed from TikTok to Tik, we saw him releasing songs, doing collaborations with the young guys. So for you know, maybe Kodwenchi wants to do that. If he does not want to do any of the aforementioned points, then he's just changing his name into retirement, unless it has something to do with spiritual. Yeah, but if it is if it is for music purposes, changing your name at the time that you are about retiring, changing your name at the time that you are not releasing songs back to back, changing your name at the time that you are not performing, doing some active performances, then the reason is best known to him. But if he's about to do any of the things I've mentioned, then he should know. But once again, he should put it at the back of his mind that this name change will come with workload. It will come with workload that will even demand that he put in money.
Yeah.
Is he ready to do all these things? Because now his press activity should even be double.
Consistency.
Consistent, like it should be double. So when he says about 10 media houses, websites should publish, so that the new name will now overshadow the old name. One. Because remember, when most of them are even right, they are going to still do maybe
the maestro formally.
I was just looking for a name. Maybe the new name, whatever, formally Kodwenchi. All this name will still be published in the stories. So it is going to be a tedious task. But if he wants to do it, he can. Only he should be prepared.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. That is Sammy. Then move on to Chemo. Chemo, Roland Akanidie, Sammy Swa Akanidie. Let's look at the future.
Yeah, but I wish you get his explanations or some of the reasons.
With that one there, he kept it to himself until further notice.
He has not put any
explanation. So we have to guess or also
project
or whether the name change will help him or not. And for me, I think it will not help him. Unfortunately for him, the name Kodwenchi is a household name, is part of our music industry. When you hear Kodwenchi, you can say Mr. Music Man. You can say a lot of things attached to that name. So changing that name, I think it's near impossible. You can try, but for me, I think it will not work. The others that we are mentioning, I think part of the reasons they changed their names then is because their names were clashing with other names that were there way longer before they came. Even bandana, we had bandana, scarf and stuff before the real bandana came. The other bandana, the human being
before
bandana.
Human being bandana.
So when you think that you are competing with a product, and the product is likely to even pop up online before you, then you have to do something about it. So they were fast to do something. The same thing with Sammy. Batman, the Batman brand was a huge brand.
Good.
Way bigger. So if you go and pick that name, you are in trouble. Then somebody will advise you to change the name. And TikTok to the same thing. The chewing gum thing since 1969. Now all by also the TikTok. So if you want to rebrand yourself, then Tik will be better. So I think for them, we can agree. They have some reasons to do that. But with Kodwenchi, to what? To do what? Or maybe from Kodwenchi to Mr. Music Man. And Mr. Music Man is more like a sneaky. So he can easily adapt that name. Then people will agree, or the maestro or something. So even if there will be a name change, the name that is coming to replace Kodwenchi should be very strategic. And that's where even the work starts. Your name now will pay it will be a huge work, because if you misfire with the name, if you come out with a name that people see it to be funny, people see it to be political, people see it to, it will be another thing altogether.
Yeah.
In fact, now you have to defend the name that you are bringing up before even telling people to call you that name. And I think from what he has done in music, I don't see until he comes out. I can't even figure out any better reasons why he should change his name. I think he has done enough to keep the name. If he wants to revive himself, the better thing is to be constant, release more songs, and you come back to the game.
Okay.
Because you have a good name already. In fact, people have names that we are even advising them to change, and that's not a Kojo name because you have established with it already. If you are coming out with a new name, like Sammy said, it's a whole lot of work that I don't think you need to go through, especially in this age that you are in. So for me, until he comes out with some reason that I can't dispute or even argue, I think he should keep it. And if he wants to be relevant in our current music, he should do more.
Okay. So any of you, would you say what he's doing and he said and I mentioned is just for the talkabilities? Something like that.
It is not for no.
Then it means
I even wanted to add that we are not saying no artist can change his name. In fact, before someone starts thinking like that, that is not what we are saying. We are saying that someone can change his brand name, but anyone who has changed his brand name did that at the time that they were at their peak. Yes, like look around, everybody who did that at the time that they were doing the music thing. Wow. But like I'm saying, Kojo, what was the last time you even released a song? So in changing the name to come back and do the same thing he's doing now, then there wouldn't be the need for it.
Okay.
Look at the number of albums he has to his credit. If all these albums are loaded online and now he has to change the name, what is he going to do? Is he now going to work on all these things, or he will leave them as Kojo and he starts another brand where we'll be looking for one person but with different names? Because now, if you check all these guys, all their songs are now Sammy. You understand? There's nothing like Batman anymore. There is nothing like Bandana anymore. Everything is now Shatta Wale because they have done so much works. Even if there was one called Bandana, that thing is overshadowed. You won't even find it online again. Can Kojo promise us that next year alone he's going to release like 12 singles or an album or albums? We still don't know yet. So like I said, if the projection is that from next year or from the time that he'll change his name, he's now going to be excessively active, then where to go? But if he's still going to be the same way we are seeing him now, or we know him to be now,
we have a lot
to make us
all right, everything. All right, so let's go and then listen to what others are saying. That are the chain. Also, greetings from Alaju, Ghana. Kellen Star also Kojo wants to change his name because the dollar is doing comme ci comme ça. All right, so that are just the same way. Sammy Flex, the legend, talks about Kojo Entry, the legend. Legends to legends. Laugh out loud. Rajo, I think the Kojo or okay. I'll say I think Kojo Entry change his name. Well, it is not necessary because he needs to put in much work before the new name can stay. My humble opinion, though. Okay, thank you very much for bringing up this one. I'll say, Kwesi Ayefe. Okay, Ayefe.
That's our man. Kuban.
Oh.
That's a Kuban.
She arrived. Yeah. Agnes has arrived.
And then a cab.
We couldn't eat catfish with her. But
oh, not because and you
she left on Wednesday.
Okay, all right, Sammy. How does she determine she is right for her Mr. Right? That is to Mr. Gyakie, you know. Same way, it's a nice biceps, Sammy.
How does she determine she is right for her?
Gideon ready as a brass Sammy with the swole, sexy red shirt. Hey, I'm up for filet, you know that. It's a and it looks like I'm proud. Yeah, so
na me my time.
Yeah, but I'm a chemo be run the boy today. All right, so numero uno, say man wants to change a great name that shows his originality. I hope Kojo Entry is not serious about this. Kellen Style, say for me, it doesn't make sense for Kojo Entry to change his name unless somebody had registered it internationally. It's made or makes sense for Batman and Bandana to change their names because it was there. Felix Ababi was a chair. Mo Joy Flesh Strands was watching live. Thank you. Benji, if the Ghanaian old hit the market, remaster their songs, I think it will be interesting. Okay. You be see on them now. You may move on to your next topic. Brother now only has said before we did a quick intro on Kim Promise, same way Beam concert also ene Kim Promise any day. But before I because our topic in this one, Connect Concept, AMG Chris Waddle, Shatta Wale Kohobi, AMG Medical Kohobi. AMG Chris Waddle expressed his displeasure that all in the show no R2Bs Kim Promise, Kill Beats or Bobo Dimbe Bray. So Omamba on the concert no. Now, when who say post to be a Kill Beat at the Beto Abontain. Now, Obechere say, no worry. You can go to Stonebwoy show. Even if 3 people show up to Promised Land, we will perform them with some, emoji B. Now, at your betro we, a man for Basia, what you say, superment, cakrament, casament, you're going to kakra honum. Now, yen share Beam concert and then Promised Land concert. Do you find in a way a name Beam definitely? No two ways about it. A bit overshadow Promised Land concert. I'm not being be a discriminative or say, but that is the fact. Ocean now send a bit affecting. How strong do you think it's going to be?
If you say Beam concerts would overshadow Promised Land
by Kim Promise.
I really don't know what you mean because this is what I see. The venue for Beam concert alone is as twice bigger as compared to where
Kim Promise
is doing his Promised Land. Kim Promise is doing it at the hotel. I want to believe. Is it Labadi or you can confirm for me?
Okay.
La Palm Royal Beach. Yeah. So I don't know whether it's going to be indoors or outdoors. And Stonebwoy is doing it at the Grand Arena, which seats about 4,000 people. I don't want to believe where King Promise is doing it. He also has 4,000 people to occupy the place. I still want to believe maybe less of a people to occupy that place. So whether Stonebwoy will overshadow him or not is not even a question here. Because if King Promise pulls 1,000 and Stonebwoy pulls 2,000, his 1,000 will look better than Stonebwoy's 2,000.
Yeah.
You getting it?
Yeah.
Because of the space they are all using for their concerts. Well, Stonebwoy's Beam concert, it has publicity over Kim Promise's Promised Land. Because one, Stonebwoy's, I'm sure Stonebwoy has done more than Kim Promise has done. Kim Promise, if I'm not scared.
This is the 5th edition for Kim Promise. This is the 6th
edition for Beam.
Exactly. Yeah. So Stonebwoy has done more than him. So obviously, one will be leading the numbers in terms of hype, in terms of information about the concert, and in terms of publicity. Stonebwoy's Beam concert is leading as promised. So that is fine. Now, Kim Promise is suffering what he's suffering, not because people don't like him, not because his concert is whack, because this concert, he's been doing it. And all the time that he's done it, it did not flop.
Yeah.
I've seen it before, though I've not been there before. I've seen it before. Last year when he did it, we all saw videos and we saw photos as well. It was beautiful. Unfortunately, it did not clash with any major event in town like this year. We are seeing it. Where this year, we've seen a direct clash with Stonebwoy. And that is also another problem. That problem coupled with what he did at the Wizkid Live concert. At the Wizkid Live concert, Kim Promise was supposed to perform. Unfortunately, his friend Wizkid did not perform. And whilst Ghanaians were giving it to him, he felt, oh, let me show some loyalty. Let me show that it wasn't my friend's mindset not to perform alone, but it was a general concern. In fact, that was why he came, So it wasn't as if Wizkid was stubborn. It wasn't as if he was just being reluctant to perform. But because there was a general problem, reason he decided not to perform. So if he has put out that problem, let me also come and confirm that problem. So Wizkid says it was because of safety and production, blah 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 blah. Then he also comes to confirm the same thing. Unfortunately, Ghanaians' anger at the time for Wizkid was not a joke. So the moment you attach yourself with him, then they will do Momo transfer to you. They will do Momo transfer to him. So whilst they were still mad at Wizkid, still in shock, still in anger as to why Wizkid will do that to them, you come and you attach yourself to him. It's like someone who has a thief that has been caught. People are beating him. If you are not careful and you want to save him, some slap you go chop. Some slap you go chop. And I'm sure that's what happened.
Yeah.
So ever since, he's been getting bad press, social media. Even when he posts that, oh, I'm about to do this concert, you see negative comments all over. Do you know he even had to go on Kojo Sheldon's show to apologize that, okay, whatever happened, he is sorry, and that he wants Ghanaians to forgive him. This is how serious the thing became. Like he had to go and apologize on the show. He was on Hits FM. Same way he apologized there on Hits FM
for bringing the apology.
Yes,
for not performing on Wizkid show.
Exactly. So he's been doing these apologies continuously, all to cleanse what Ghanaians were having about him. But unfortunately, it is not gone. And the kind of response they are even putting out is even making the case worse. I think I saw Kilbit's response, where Kilbit was saying that, oh, if you are not coming, go to Stonebwoy show. You see, when artists are dealing with the public and you don't know what they go through, don't add insult to it. Because now what he's added, interestingly, King Promise, after apologizing, people are now seeing it, okay, at least even here on this platform, we all said that, oh, people should agree, let's work. But when you come and you say, if you not come to my show, go to Stonebwoy show, then you come and reawaken the anger in them. And that's what I'm seeing. So I still think that the show won't flop. Me, I don't know what you guys will call a flop. The show won't flop. You see, people are sharing free tickets for people to come to their shows. Yeah. Even me this evening, the information I have gotten means that all is not well elsewhere. Because if all is well, you not be caught. I am bro. No, by this time, you were not in their books. And after that, it means no, it doesn't look good. So he will get his fans. After all, King Promise is a ladies guy. There are so many ladies who would choose King Promise over Stonebwoy. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. Because yes, Busy Signal, more reggae, dance hall, King Promise, the
Sarkodie,
lava boy, romantic Afrobeat kind of vibe. Like look at it now. Oh, these are the guys on it.
Yes.
Oh,
Sarkodie, Joeboy, Gyakie, Joey B and Camido.
No, they have not even been smart. Because it looks like they've not advertised the rest of the people on the show well. They've left it to be King Promise. If I were them, the moment I realized Ghanaians were angry, we could have even put King Promise at the backbencher and push the rest of the guys. You have Omale and Joeboy. These are guys ladies would want to see on any day on any platform. But unfortunately, because they are not being smart and following the emotions of the public, they are also throwing in more fuel into the fire. They are throwing more fuel into the fire.
Miss Kilbit is not doing good.
Kilbit, I think I've spoken about him on this platform several times.
He's not doing good.
He is not to do any public thing for King Promise. If I were him. On the landing show or during the landing show, I think I told you guys something. When King Promise was looking for a drink and he brought a whole bottle
whiskey
of Hennessy or Jack Daniels or whatever, a whole bottle on the stage, poured it on the stage, poured into the artist cap on the stage. That is drinking. Like, ow! No, you are not smart as a manager to do this. You are not. You understand? You are not smart as a manager to be doing this. So I still think they will get what they are supposed to get today. Unfortunately, today is the time people start going out. And today especially, people would love to go out because tomorrow is Saturday. We're closed today. Officially, we're closed today. So many people would want to step out. Just that, I'm not sure they have advertised the show well. That's what I can say. If you compare King Promise show to Stonebwoy show, it is so obvious that Stonebwoy has done more publicity than he has done. Okay, so has Omale touched down? Is Omale in Ghana? Have we seen photos and videos of Omale being picked up at the airport? Has CK touched down? Is CK already in Ghana? Have we seen him picking CK at the airport? Joe Boy, like he's not doing much. Have we seen any rehearsal session where he himself and the rest of the guys are rehearsing for the concert? We've not seen much. I think he forgot himself that he had a show to promote when he was coming to put out that apology. I'm sure he forgot himself that no, I have a show to promote. Because if he remembered, he wouldn't have put out that particular post. So at this stage, it is so unfortunate that he has to go through what he's going through now. He cannot blame anybody. He can't blame anybody at this stage. Okay. We only pray that the numbers he's supposed to get, which me, I'm sure.
Definitely he will.
Tomorrow, you guys should watch out. We will see beautiful photos from and pictures from videos from the show. Okay. It won't be bad as you guys are thinking. The only thing is that maybe that kind of love and sympathy he was supposed to get for doing the show, he has lost it. And that is the only challenge he's going to face now. But for the show, it will be. And Stonebwoy show looks like we might pass there after this. Okay. Yes, we might pass there after this to go see how it will be like. Stonebwoy at that particular grounds, I'm talking about the Grand Arena, over the years since he started doing the Beam concert, has not been able to fail. Yeah. It's just like we have been challenging Macasio and the Fancy Gatherings. Yeah, he has not been able to fail. I have been part of the Beam concert several occasions, and it has been the same. The front will always look good, but at the back, it will always look some way. But to me, I still think that is what satisfies him as an artist. That's why he's continuously doing it. Yeah. It is not easy with the challenge of events at this time. So, however it will come out, let's still encourage them to do more. And they will all have a good show. Okay, nice one from Brad Sammy. Roland Aje Mike and the INT on us on the side of it. We are Casa de Darentino. Let's do some few minutes on that. I want to say, Medican can say if Ken Promise show is even going to suffer, it wouldn't suffer because he has a stiff competition with Stonebwoy, especially on this day, in terms of patrons. It has to do with the bad press with Nyae. And I would want to agree with the publicity, In fact, when Ken Promise, unfortunately, time now they announce was not too favorable. I am talking about the period in which he announced the show. But the bad press it was too soon to the day of events. Ken Promise announcing the show was about 2 weeks ago. And that's it. And it was even the timing itself was not so good. It was right after we issue apology. The 2 days time was when he released the flyer of. So it felt like said the people still had the anger in them. Yes, and you are and even that time, the crowd people still had not even heard from you whether the apology now releasing you meant it or even not. What I said, and that's all constituted to some of these things. There was no form of publicity. Look at even when Stonebwoy announced his Beam concert about a month ago. Like 1 month, 2 months, he wasn't even in Ghana when he announced it. He announced it in an interview when he was about to even fly out of Ghana. And announced it to conscientize people that the show will be coming on. He went outside. Flyers were released. Promo flyers were released even before I'll touch it down physically. It started from one media house to the other. Even invited invited prominent people who he wants them to come and grace the occasion. And especially also in the environment whereby Amanfo Bebrediani are more cancel on events in terms be a low patronage near the be musu nyani omo peno. Ningina ka home. So even at this time, say events now you are saying you decide to sleep, people will also sleep. In fact, Ken Promise show no. Yes, I know some people, he has his own audience
and people will still would want to go. But now it takes extra effort for you to even convince somebody who is even your fan for them to come. Because what you are promising them, if it is not an experience, now people will just forget you. If it has nothing to do with getting, it is not only about the music concerts now. That is even where the challenge has even gotten to now. Now it is not even about me staging my concert for people to come and just jam to it. No. It is about you even promising people an experience. And so many people are promising them. Foster Romanus even is doing his show today. And even that one said, he's promised karaoke sessions, wine, after party, and some few activities just to keep you active aside what they are giving you, aside what they have already publicized. It is so being a kind of promise in terms of experience now. It will be very difficult for you to even convince somebody who loves you to say, come to my place. And there are so many factors involved. Cost, the person moving from their home even to your venue, it is not only about buying the tickets. It is about even convenience, the venue, the choice of venue, where the person lives. All these things are factors. And say one year, it will be very difficult. So I wouldn't want to agree second promise, even if he doesn't get the numbers that he wants. It will be because he has a strict competition with Stonebwoy. And Killbeat answer there was a bogus. In fact,
he was just being
yes, and
it's not even better.
And you're professional, especially and the money who say he's even coming from Kim Promise camp. And the money who know. So Obibe to me just as you me say whatever you are saying is something that has been discussed even in that environment. It is a who Killbeat now who representing Kim Promise never can be say then it is almost as if Kim Promise naka. And it is not even good for Omo press even in the space. So aside this, let's just watch them go. Say we will just applaud them like that.
Share reply or be then Joey Dizzy or say Mandem sorry, but Stonebwoy in show day. Charlie, he will not ghost us. I promise you that one. Dr. Ken Winter or say or more Trappy or say take your bad luck away. We will we all pulling up for the Kim Promise. Much love, Ken. Coftown DB or say or Rasta Musen Zekaku. You know, it's worse. It's not a good feeling.
And it was right after Killbeat came to post this particular flyer that has other people on it. Now people started attacking. You know, it started from Kim Promise side, no posting. Killbeat also came to post, and the attacks that also went to him. Okay, somebody came to say he will not ghost us because you ghosted us even on somebody's show. And Stonebwoy will not ghost us because he has promised. Now it's all boils down on you to even calm down and convince the person. And when you say it is even the reply for that particular guy that came to say you will not ghost us, that even escalated the thing. It's other people who are also paying now the comments started coming.
Obi making mention was I say it's funny how you guys have issues with Killbeat's reply and not the guy he replied. Ghanaians and then hypocrisy. You get it. It's some way.
No, sir, the guy never replied to Killbeat's post there. It is understandable. It will come. In fact, when you post something, it is not everybody's comments that probably you would like. But it all boils down to how you are going to deal with it. So ultimately dealing here, you even have the tendency of even convincing Nippon a one negative image even about whatever you are trying to preach. And a bit me transcend affect a man for aka. It is a 1 year sadia, waboka, and I be killed it.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. You be move on to Chamo, but then your next story, no update on the 25th. Come in Sunday. Shatta Wale Freedom Wave concert. Yeah, be more update on it, and it's quite very, very interesting that we have Roland, we have same way Sammy, because Sammy Flex TV, you know that is what we are meant for. You move on to Chamo, Yenti on submission on it before we call updating this.
I've said enough of it, so I'll just add something later.
Okay.
Yes, I agree with them that the publicity, is the poorest. Whoever is in charge, I think they should take their money back, not just sack him. They should take their money back. It's not good enough. And if they did it themselves, then Oma Boka, and your mother, they have gotten the punishment already. And I think Killbeat, he should sit back and cook beat.
Yeah.
Stop responding to people on behalf of King Promise or even
What's that?
because he's doing more damage than helping them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
So what I would say is that Killbeat especially, he should stop responding to some of these things, and it will help the team.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Chemo. You reading some few comments people have say. I say, Brother Sammy, tuck in the stomach small. All right, so that one is coming from Gideon Bwedi.
I just came from dinner. So allow the stomach to breathe. After some time, it will be fine.
Factory reset. Okay, so Kontonzi or say, please tell Chemo to calm down because I've spoken to the police and now he's free. Right.
Well, I think it's because of yesterday's
show.
Oh.
Sometimes
they stopped you and said
okay. I was getting going to police.
When your police case no one catch you.
Okay. I get it.
All right. So interesting. I'll say Felix Ababi. I'll say Cream Promise dear Ghanaian should mafia him so he go learn sense more. Say Nungwa Dipo.
Dipo is an Argentine defender. Oh, I
see. All right, so Razjo was saying promise apology was needless. I pray Ghanaians will forgive him because I can see from his interviews that he is not happy. He's not a happy man. Well, good observation. Dada Adeche can promise begging. Kill is killing. I pray people ignore kill and pay heed to King and then attend his show. Shatta Wale, Brass Sammy, the MC. Which one? Shatta Wale.
I'm sure he's seen one of the shows that you are.
Okay.
Name has been mentioned as the MC.
Okay.
I want to believe it's the
base pool party. No. Okay. All right. Okay. Benji. Benji Adelete. Okay. Benji. I mean K promise. Okay. All right. So we move on to the final topic for the day, which I will allow Sammy to do the commencement on Shatta Wale's update.
Okay.
Freedom Wave concert. 2, episode 2, chapter 2, edition 2. Second.
Yeah. I think I am honored to be part of the organization team as well as Roland.
Yeah.
And I want to say big ups to those who are behind the organization. You know, these are not good times to do shows. The reason I'm saying these are not good times to do shows is there is pressure on almost everything you want. Someone wants that thing you want in these times. So even if it is a DJ, I'm sure that DJ might have been booked.
Yeah.
If it is an MC, I'm sure that MC might have been booked. It is maybe some equipment you're looking for, some logistics. For you know, someone is taking it to Ojakro for another show there. So these times, it is not an easy time to do show, especially if you waited till the last minute to do your preparation. And I know most of our event people in Ghana, that's what they do. They wait till the last minute to do the preparation. So imagine if you are now doing last minute preparation, then it means you are now looking for this, you're not looking for that, you're not looking for this, you're not looking for that. All these guys are not sleeping. This is cash out season, like Derek Money will say.
Yeah.
Cash out from now till about 5th January.
Every
opportunity as a creative person, especially in the event, media, entertainment space, this is your time. If you don't cash out, it means you are missing out big time.
Yeah.
So if you're organizing any event and you've not done prior preparations and you are now starting from scratch, then I pity you.
Yeah.
But from what I'm seeing, looks like the guys have their heads up. They are doing what they are supposed to do. And my interest is in the fan base activities that I'm following. We have said it here when in one of the sessions of Sammy Flex Speaks, where we said that if they really want to make this show a success and achieve that historic 360 thing they want to achieve, then they shouldn't let it be a normal come and pay to watch show. They should be involved, including getting people to the venue, like the churches do. If you go on the first night and you see that Mesa Otabil has filled up the Accra Sports Stadium, it's not people just drove in there. Yes, as much as some people drive in there, there are thousands and one people too who also came there with the buses of the church. You understand?
Yeah.
So I told them this, and I have seen it is happening. And there's not something they are ready to hide it from the public or something. Shatta Wale himself has said it on several occasions that they will make sure they will support the fans from all angles to come through. If they continue to do this, it will look good. Tomorrow, I'll go to the stadium, maybe in the morning. Tomorrow, I have one of the busiest tasks tomorrow. I'm emceeing some show at Kolebu area in the morning. In the afternoon, I'll go to the stadium. Then in the evening, I'll go to Kasua to also MC another program. Yeah, tomorrow is a busy day for me. And in all this, I want to believe they are doing things right. So far, traditional media publicity, I've not seen much. Obviously, because of the time the announcement came once again. Because the traditional media publicity, even if you have to go through the process of paying or you have to go through the process of sponsorship, it will take some time. And these guys have just 1 week to do their publicity. So I'm sure they will have some difficulty there. So far, I've not seen it on any major media platform, unless maybe any of you have seen. But for social media, I think it is looking good because I've seen they've employed the services of some bloggers. I've seen GH Kwekudem, Running, Konkonsan, and GH Hyper. I've seen them doing some great works for them. It is looking good. Shatta Wale himself has also not been slow with publicity. So far, all his social media handles are actively producing the show. I know Medical might not be very active because he's at the same time producing a project. He's promoting a project. He has some projects also. Even this evening, I saw he's put out some viral videos people are doing for him. He's posting them. Charlie, can you blame him? You can't blame him because he also needs to make sure that project is also selling and going far. So yes, it is looking good. We are hoping that what we are seeing will bring in the result on the day. That is on Sunday. We just have 2 days to go. I know a good number of SM fans watch us here on Sammy Flex TV. In fact, I'm seizing this opportunity to appeal to them that this is the time that you guys have to show love. As media people, we can only play our watchdog role and to continue to do the promotion that we are supposed to do. And that is what we are still and continuously doing. The rest, as to where we've gotten to, the rest is up to them to come and show the rest of the love. In fact, everybody who intends to come to the stadium should not even think about coming alone. Come with someone. And as much as I know, the fan base and everyone who would want to connect, if you are like, you might even get a free ticket to enter. Unless you want to say you want to show love. Yesterday I inquired about ticket sales and how it is going. And when I checked, they said, oh yeah, they've done some over 1,000 tickets and it's looking good. You understand? In Ghana, the online ticketing is still not fully penetrated like that. There are some people who still think that, oh, me got ticket there, maybe Sika 300 Ghana that could get Jimmy, some people still don't believe in the online thing. We are still doing more education. I know they will come to terms with it. But for now, it looks like the fans are ready. I also want to see more musicians being publicized to perform. I have not seen much. I think I've seen Wendy Shea.
I've seen Dope Nation.
I've seen Dope Nation. And the guys in the SM camp.
Mr. Easy also came to tweet that he will be coming.
Oh, Mr. Easy?
Yes.
Okay, the last time Shatta said he was having... with Captain and they are
in the circles.
So
they don't have a choice.
Exactly. so even to them, they should not be a bragging information because if Captain and Adiself and no, not Adiself, sorry, Arabi. If Captain and Arabi they are performing, it wouldn't come with any vibe like that because you cannot
also sponsor 2,000 people.
So it's looking good. So these are people who have sponsored tickets. I know one lady in London. What's her name? She's part of our team for Ghana Music Awards UK. She also sponsored about 200 tickets. Yes. So nice. It is really looking good. That's what I'm saying. If you are a fan and you want to go to this show, you don't even have to think about tickets that much. You just have to pull up. If you pull up, I'm sure there will be a way for you to enter.
Okay. And on that night, are we doing strictly miming thing, or there's going to be a live band preparation like that?
Oh, I don't see a live band. I don't see a live band because Shatta Wale himself will not perform with a band. Okay, so there's the Mr. Easy tweeting. Yo, Shatta Wale, see you at the stadium. Okay. Okay. So it's looking good like that. Yeah. So like I was saying, Shatta Wale himself might not do a band. So if the main artist is not doing a band, then I wonder how a supporting artist or supporting artist will be doing band.
Okay.
So that one wouldn't come as a surprise if you don't see any band there. All that we are looking for is on the day. Let's have a good show. Let's have a good stage. Let's have good stand. Let's have everything that would pass as a great show, security and any other thing. If it comes out that so many things go wrong and the numbers are good, we will come back and the news will not be looking good. But if we get everything on point, trust me, the news will be great. So we wish them well. I'll be there Sunday. I might not even go to church because of this show, because I'm playing the media role. I'm going to be the media liaison. So I'm sure I'm going to be there as early as possible to serve people. I don't want to be like the other guys who are not giving tickets to media people. Exactly. So to me, if you are watching us and you're a media person and you want to be a part of this show, just link up. And we are going to sort you out. And we also said, I don't know if you guys told them, we also said today we'll be going for a Christmas break. So those who have gift for us, they need to bring it's only Professor Ankonan Rebel who has sent something. So the rest we are reminding them. You guys should have told them from the beginning of the show. You didn't tell them.
Currency, I know them. We catch them.
That was that. Today is the last day before Christmas. So our Christmas gifts should come. We still have some 5 minutes to go, so it's not late. It won't take more than 2 minutes to come.
Oh no.
Let me add this.
We have about 10 minutes to go, so tomorrow 20 minutes. The numbers are on the screen before Roland comes inside. The numbers are on the screen, like Sammy rightfully said. Today is the last day for the year, and you know how Sammy Flex TV, we've been so hard working, making sure that we feed you with good content, the backlashes, the ups and downs, chasing people, events to just feed you on. You see, chasing events to just update you on whatever is going on here. We are doing the most. In fact, we are doing the most. So this is the time for you to show love, show some love, and the numbers are on the screen, or whichever way. If it is by tester, and but numbers, Momo number, yes, Samuel, it will be banned. That is the name. Yeah, Samuel Ban, yes, it will be nice. Yes, it's you move on to Roland.
Mary, before we come, I think one thing that I also like about the 25th concert has to do with I think today I have seen a couple of posts of people even trying to sponsor other fans for them to also be part of history. And one thing that made me happy about it the more was the fact that when I even had a call about somebody who is not a frequent event goer asking me when the rates for actually the concert. And I told him and asked him if he's even willing, if he will be going actually. And what he said was, oh yeah, he would want to go because he was just passing by. He went to the stadium to do something and he saw them doing setup. Even as at this time, the setup has already started, which is also a very good sign. In fact, we all know how events are especially being done. Some events setup starts even a week, and if setup is still ongoing and the show is on Sunday, then you should be rest assured that in fact, since setup has started, even rehearsals and sound check and all that will be done early, and people are even promised a good show. So it's good, and so far it is looking good. I like the publicity and everything that is going amidst all the challenges that is in the system now. So far we are all waiting for a very historic night, as my boss said.
Okay, now before you move on to Chamo, I remember there was a show around Kokrobite where the security, the boys were disturbing, and we know SM fans, we are very, very hard. So how is the security system like?
Okay, so for what has been publicized, looking at the magnitude of the event, obviously security will either be doubled or tripled or even quadrupled. It is just normal. It is just normal because it is not even only about SM guys, but it is about social gathering or human gathering. The more the people, the more likely some people would want to misbehave. And there being a huge security presence is not because somebody is going to misbehave, but even for the protection of the patrons from even outside people who would also want to attack or even invade the place. You understand? So the heavy security presence that people are going to see on the night wouldn't be because they are there just to intimidate them or even because the patrons are going to misbehave. No. But also for the protection of the people. Because like I said, you convincing somebody to leave their home and they being at your event, now they become your responsibility sort of. So you owe to them some huge form of security, which is what organizers have promised patrons. So all the same, it is looking good so far, and we hope things will go as planned, even on paper. Things will go as planned, and everybody will have a very beautiful experience at the stadium.
All right, thank you very much, Roland. Let's move on to Chamo. Chamo, we are doing 360 on that night.
Yeah.
Oshe Sena first near Mekka Kona. The hardship, the Sigana, and Yamamoy, the 360. Do we stand a chance of doing it?
Oh, sure. We're looking at the rate, I think it's moderate enough. I mean, it's affordable for average Ghanaian who
wants to enjoy.
Oh, yes, enjoy at some point in time, especially during the festive period. I mean, go and chill small with 50 Ghana, and maybe extra 50 to buy.
20 Ghana crowd.
Wow.
20 cedis, 50 cedis,
and then
100 cedis.
And then the extra 20 Ghana to buy water. That's all. I mean, you are good to go. In the mine is voice. So yeah, this is the second time. So I think the organizers, they will have a bit of experience when it comes to organizing an event like this. This time around, they are even going a step further. Like they are pushing the limit to make sure that something, I mean, nice or miracle, if I should put it that way, happen. Because this will be the first time for somebody to do what they want to do. And I think so far so good. The publicity, yeah, we don't have much on our traditional media platforms, but this time around, I think most of the people, like the target, most of them are online when it comes to SM fans and even people who want to just see what will happen there, the observers, as we will call it in our local parlance, the will come in, the people who want to just enjoy will also come, and then others, I mean a lot of people will come, maybe they just want to go for an event and Shatta Wale's event happens to be the one everybody is talking about it. I mean, why not? You can also pass through and see what is happening there. So I wish the team all the best, and whatever we can do
to support.
Small, why not? We will also do it. In fact, some of our people want to pass through, and we are even trying to see whether we can get one or two musicians to also pass through.
Zidor.
Yes.
Zidor Nation.
Yeah, Zidor.
Another Shatta Wale look-alike.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure, yes, and Too Sure as well. I'm sure there is a possibility. All that they need to do is to come there as early as possible. Because obviously on a night like this, they are not going to be the focus. But the time will come that they will be needed to fill a void. So if they are there earlier than necessary, we might create some room for them to do something, since we are more or less like part of the team. We see how best we can push them.
Okay.
But the Whiskey show, I hear you guys are supposed to get refund. How far?
Yeah. Well, they have instructed us to do some things. We have done it, but no result yet. So hopefully it will happen. I have sent the email. They brought a form. I have filled it. Did whatever they asked. So we are just waiting back. So far, no response. Nothing. Like no message to. I mean, for me to reply or wait or whatever, there's nothing happening when it comes to that thing. But yeah, we are hoping that they will do the right thing and return the money, because money needs your own here. At this time,
but do you really think they are going to pay back? Because I think when Roland was so sure they were going to pay, I said most of these things, they are just to make sure everybody is keeping quiet at that time. And now that they have been able to shut you down.
Apart from that, more enjoy some part of the show.
That's what you're looking forward to achieve. Like, okay, we'll be anchored to me, say, bit yaka. It's more come on to movie. Then we can now take our time and swerve you. You see, as much come on to because we've gotten the assurance and hope that you are going to be refunded.
And even giving us forms to fill and all that.
Hello?
I think
hello.
Well, but
I know one company that forced people to register like 10 times. They said tomorrow, go and fill a form. Oh, giddy there, go and fill. Tomorrow, bring it.
But if you do that, the danger is that you put yourself for the court damage and all that, because you are now giving evidence for people to hold you to it. So that's the danger of it. But because now you said you will pay, and now you are giving us forms to fill and all that. When somebody takes you to court, that will be the evidence to present to court. So yes, they can trick us. Why not? But and those who are ready. In fact, we will also consult if we need a lawyer to come in. Say a lawyer no because they should be careful if they don't want to pay. I think they should come clean and instead of trying to
do that the kukula kutena. All right, so that is Chamo, and doing some few reading as Gideon Bwedi. Or say great shows always. That are the chain. Or say on that one, Mr. Ban is a fine example. He would like your insults too. Gideon Bwedi Free Wave 360 concert 25th December is going to be fireworks. Kontonsi can promise need a whole orchestra to win the love. Gideon Bwedi same way. Or say Brasame, you are speaking in parables. Tell us the fact. How is the preparation going? How is the ticket sales going?
I'm not speaking in parables. I've told him what I know. That so far so good according to what they are doing. Ticket sales online does not mean that is the only people coming. And even what I said is that I found out an information later, not today. Earlier, I found out information, and that was what like people have bought over. At the time that I was looking for that information. It doesn't mean that is what we are going to experience on the night. And since then till now, so many things have gone on. They are still doing other things. So it doesn't mean nothing is looking bad or something is going wayward. Everything is looking fine. But to me, it is an event. I always think that event until you say that, thank you for coming, we'll meet again next year. You are not done.
You are not done.
You are not done because you can have all. How about if in the middle of the performance rain comes? What would you do?
Or power goes off. 3 a.m. we were there. I was still hoping that you will come.
So Gideon, it's not as if I'm not upbeat about the show. I'm very, very upbeat about the show, but I'm open for everything, and I want to also encourage them to work harder. Not to take things for granted like we are done and let complacency enter them. That's what I'm trying to do.
All right, thank you very much for the explanation. That are the chain. Also like Kwewu Easter hotels are booked long ago. Rajjo also pa with some fire emojis. Gideon Bwedi same way. Brasame, to be honest, I have not seen MDK promoting the show at all. Gideon Bwedi same way. Or say 1,000 tickets out of 40k. That is not good. Well, that is what he has just explained, and that was before. And on Kasi and no, and yes, our tickets now. Or say online. Yes, you just come to the stadium. Okay, and you don't worry, Sammy Flex, just follow. And apart from that, just follow. We will update you on it. Okay, Gideon, Rajjo, again, I'll say, Brother Sammy, please, I want to join you guys to church soon. That is a question. You are always welcome. You are always welcome.
If he cannot come to, his king can come.
That's it. And if your king can't come, your tithe can come. All right, so the same way, Gideon Bwedi, I said, Brother Sammy, you don't sound too confident, but I know Shatta Wale and how God always creates miracles for him. Rajjo was a chamo, Sikano Ashe, forget to cry. Appear to Michael, say, have a great Xmas break, guys. Yes, Gideon Bwedi, I say, I understand.
For a chamo, Sikano Ashe, let me big up Gyakie Because Gyakie mean, big ups to her.
Okay. Gyakie, what is Kalash? What's that? Okay, you're going to do the same thing. Gyakie Sikash.
No.
Yes, let's help us. Gyakie and Sikash.
Okay, any trip.
Now he's giving me reason to even thank her. So I was about to just give her, like giving me that surprise.
Okay.
Because since he can about me holiday.
Yeah.
Or the same day me. About a bed in some for the I see she has done her part by giving me the money.
It's what that you're find them out crap on your account and what there.
Yes, of course.
We get it.
I have to thank her for
all right,
it was a surprise. I was there and the thing came. I thank her for that. I've said this before. We even love them for watching the show. For us to know that they are watching us, it's even enough. So for them to go a step further and
add some more to
it, sending us money
it's
and
great.
all that. I think I have to thank her for doing that. And again, I think I have to also thank Dr. Anita for the trip. Yes, I mean, it was a huge thing for me. I mean,
that's true.
It's a huge experience that you don't.
If you find one day to come and wrap up the year next week, you find one day to come and wrap up
something
the year.
Like that,
and we will mention every individual who has done something good for us.
There's going to be a list like that.
Uncle Namarabu, I think he did it with the awards, with even a Befa producer.
Oh, a Befa Krabi,
and now, yes, we are planning something. I mean, it has delayed, but still something will come. Yes, something will come for sure. And big ups to a Befa for Prof for that support. Yes, thanks to all our viewers. I think it is lovely.
And I also want to mention Apia Chu Michael. I think the last time we took something from him was from abroad was from him, and he also showed love to all of us, and also to Professor Ankura Rebel. He also showed me love this morning, and he says, as you see, my boys at the back, and their boys at the back, so thank you, Prof. We appreciate it. But each and every one of you for all the love that you guys have shown to us. I'm sure we would have to find just one day to come and do like the year in review show, live show, to say thank you to you guys, because you've done a lot this year. If there is one year that we found love from our viewers, I think this year will qualify as one of them. Throughout all the hassle and the bustle, and they always came in for us, and I want to believe that they've helped. No, they've helped us a lot. Maybe say Roland they told me say. So Charlie, everybody, Ras Joe, Charlie, I see you, Ras Joe too is a family we've not seen before, but the good thing is most of them. So today Mr. Pia was coming here, but he was so insistent on coming to meet me here. Because he couldn't come and I wouldn't be around. And I also had to go drop my girls at somewhere Abri area there. And the traffic. No, I told him he was coming in the morning, but that was when I was driving. So I told him by 4 I should be back. And I got here almost 6.
The traffic in town today.
I got here almost 6. Charlie. So he says he'll be leaving by 30th. So let's see. We might still see him
we chop catfish before. We chop catfish.
Okay, so Roland, also a few words be some thank yous be you want to do.
I think Big Man has said it all. In fact, it's always been a pleasure, especially the compliments and the corrections and everything that they always give to us. You know, we are on this platform not because we are the wisest people on earth, but because we are also experts in our own field, and just as we share our views, we know some people are always not on the same page with us, as it were, but then we always try to agree to disagree, and that is what the platform is for. And we thank them a lot for them also holding us down throughout the year, or even years up to now. I think this was the year that we clocked 100,000. Yes, 100,000.
100,000.
It's like Derek Money said, a huge milestone. A huge milestone. And it has not been easy. Yes, so we are good to go, and we are going, and we know with their help and support, it will not end here.
We'll cash out.
It will not end here. Since it has become a family, and we also thank them for also recommending the channel to other people. You will be here and you hear stories of people saying, "Oh, when I even go to my workplace, I even open it for other people to also watch." It feels good and it feels nice, and we want to say God richly bless them.
All right. With that one.
Especially those who also send us content from Nigeria for us to discuss.
Those who also attack us.
Yeah, the Woto family. All right, it's been an interesting and a beautiful moment right here in the studios of Sammy Flex. My name MC Berima. Like they all said, thank you to every single person that is doing the watching, supporting the movement, up, down, following us, left to right. You are doing the most. God richly bless you, and we wish you all the best of luck. And trust me, next year, the way we are coming,
like
Kakai crowd is thunder wave. We're coming like that, agrada, like that. And thank you very much to my godmom, Dr. Anita, and to everybody that has been doing the support, advising, teaching us how to do things and when to do it. God richly bless you for being a part of today's show and tomorrow's show and forever show. Sammy Flex TV Showbiz Daily. My name MC Berima. Your favorite MC's MC. The boys at the back. Currency that the guitar Rasta. Or no any handle cameras and as face Richie Flex or no editor papa Lappy G or no any producer papa. Catch you on the other side. Stay safe, be good, be blessed, and it is a Merry Christmas. Peace, and we are out.